Good morning. It's the 17th of February, 2026, and I'm Reg Knight. As you have probably heard by now, the Rev Jesse Jackson passed away yesterday at the age of 84. And there's a lot of things that you can say about him in his life, mostly good. Southern Christian Leadership Conference, Push, Rainbow Coalition, the first black man to run a successful presidential campaign. And although he did not win, he placed second in the Democratic balloting to Michael Dukakis, who got his ass kicked in 1988, if you remember. Rev Jackson was on that bridge in Selma, Alabama. That seminal moment in the civil rights that turned the tide and changed the opinions of an entire nation. He lived not without controversy, making disparaging remarks about Jewish people in New York during his presidential campaign run. Found out that he fathered a child out of wedlock. But the biggest takeaway that I get from Jesse Jackson was that he was a man that cared about his community, that he cared about his people, and he went out of his way to bring those issues that poor people could not articulate for themselves. He was a constant thorn in the side of power as he spoke to authority and their abuses. A frequent critic of the Reagan administrations, and initially a critic of the Clinton administration. But one thing that you can say for sure is that Jesse Jackson cared about people. And he spent his entire life promoting that cause. So on this day in 2026, on the first day of Reverend Jackson's passing, I would like you all to remember the things that he did, that he did not have to do. He did not have to get his head bashed in, marching for civil rights, but he did. He did not have to get up on a podium and explain himself to people who do not know him or did not know him. I did not personally know him. But all I know is he was a constant voice and face for civil rights. And if there weren't people like Jesse Jackson, people like me would not be talking to you today. People wouldn't be crying out loud about how you have to vote, because you see, Reverend Jackson served in that time period where voting could get you unalived. And isn't it telling that on this day after his passing, that voting rights are still an issue? Because if you think that voting is no big deal, you see what they're doing at the White House right now with the voter IDs, and Trump wants to federalize all elections. If you think your voice and your vote don't matter, if Reverend Jackson would still hear, he would explain to you it is the most important thing that you can do in this era. So rest in power, Reverend Jackson. And if you knew him and supported him, the best thing that you can do to honor his memory is to register to vote and to get these GOP demagogues out of power. It's the 17th of February, 2026, and I'm Reg Knight. Happy Chinese New Year.